Abid, how much do you believe the fact that historically you have been very strong in IT services and you are indeed India's largest IT services company? To what degree do you believe that that history has given you an advantage in serving the finance and accounting space?
A great question, Susie. It has given us a huge advantage because we started seriously investing in the business process services business, and we laid out a clear strategy in around 2004-2005 timeframe. At that time, when we looked at the industry and what the industry was doing to the customers, we realized 3 or 4 very key aspects. One was that this industry was based on an FTE-based pricing model, which essentially meant that a lot of the pure play BPO providers then were feeding on an inefficiency that existed in a customer by putting more FTEs to do the job and hence increasing their revenues. And that for us was an opportunity to disrupt through technology. The second aspect that we saw was it was primarily focused on labor cost arbitrage-led savings rather than transformational savings. The third aspect that we saw was analytics was seen as something outside the value of typical business process services or BPO and was sold separately, whereas we believe that analytics is integral to everything that we do so that we are able to continuously improve the process and the business outcomes of the business processes. So all of these, we could leverage technology very effectively to bring a breath of fresh air into the industry, because now we talk about not 5-10% year-on-year productivity, but 40-50% lift of productivity if we are able to move to a different technology and a different business process which is much more efficient than a legacy business process. And only an IT-led BPO provider is able to do that effectively because we are able to work with the customer to change their underlying technology, which pure play BPO companies were not able to do. So similarly on analytics, we are able to build those cubes, we are able to do the statistical programming to be able to provide them better insights into their consumers, into their risk areas, into their inventory analytics, their order analytics, sales analytics. So we are not only able to provide the analytical services, but we are actually able to put the underlying IT right from the master data management, reference data, data cleansing, providing them a platform on which they could get insights from the data that they have. So all of this requires a lot of technology, and TCS being a technology company at heart, providing business process services, combined with deep domain expertise on individual verticals as to what is important for a retailer, what is important for a pharma company, how does the manufacturing business work. Those deep insights help us bring higher value to customers. Today in finance and accounting, we have not only a platform where we are able to multi-tenant a mid-sized company for their finance and accounting processes, but we also have a number of tools and solution accelerators which can sit on existing ERPs of our customers to make those SAP or Oracle ERPs which are already implemented much more effective in delivering transformed finance solutions to our customers.
So Abid, let's focus now on talent, because obviously we've been talking a little bit about technologies and the enhanced, if you will, offering that TCS offers to the market because of its heritage. You were talking there about domain expertise. So my first question really to you is, how do you ensure that your infrastructure is set up to make sure that you really do enjoy the optimum talent that's available within the market across your 117 delivery centres globally? One kind of sub-question really to this question is, to what degree do you actually decide to locate or move your delivery centres based on skills and expertise and capabilities that might be offered in a particular geography? And to what degree do you actually do real talent engineering, where you really do examine where your talent gaps are and decide to move or establish a delivery centre based on the expertise that might be offered in a particular geography?
Very relevant question, Susie. You know, this is almost the secret sauce that differentiates TCS in how we acquire, retain, and grow our talent, and you know, the whole infrastructure underlying that. So to give a short answer to your question, we look at both aspects. One is we look at where talent is available, which we would need and locate our delivery centers there. For example, our delivery centers within the US or within UK and some of the other mature markets are primarily focused on acquiring talent and domain expertise that is available in these markets, which would take a very long time to build in other markets. Again, in Eastern Europe or Latin America from a language perspective, or China from an Asian culture perspective. Then we also look at locating, especially in the lower cost geographies, whether it is India, China, Philippines, and Latin America, locating our delivery centers, which are well connected to the markets in which we provide services and have a good talent ecosystem, which means available talent and, more importantly, universities and the supply chain for talent. And then we work closely with these universities. For example, with some of the universities, we've developed a bachelor's program which has finance and accounting BPO as some of its elective subjects which people can take so that they hit the ground running when TCS hires them from the campus. So we work closely with the universities to build talent. Internally, we are an academy company. We invest heavily in training. We have domain universities for every domain in which we provide services, and we then certify people from one competency and skill level to another as they progress within the organization to deepen their domain expertise. So in short, we do both. We locate our delivery centers in places where deep domain expertise, consulting capabilities, geography context is available, and that would primarily be the markets in which we deliver. And then we locate our low-cost delivery centers in areas where talent is abundantly available. And we would have what I call as the ability to be an employer of choice in those locations to get the best talent and then train them in the skills that we need, either through the universities and relationships with those universities or within our domain academy and universities that we run internally.
Abid, one nagging criticism about the business process outsourcing world is that when it comes to talent, there's a huge gulf between the thinkers within the organization and the doers, and that hierarchically there are a lot of limitations for the doers to actually do some thinking as well. So I'm curious to know how you are combating that as a possible problem within TCS, and how are you ensuring that the people that do the process work and work with the client have deep contextual knowledge that's actually required to do a successful job?
I think this challenge is real, and we continuously invest heavily in kind of bridging that gap. And I think we have been very innovative. We've used social media. We have a social media platform where all the 250,000 plus TCS associates can interact freely, irrespective of which one of the 40 plus countries they are working in or the 117 delivery centers that you mentioned they are located in, and a lot of them are also located at customer locations. And this platform is called KnowMe. It is a social media platform where people can form communities of interest for work and out of hobbies. What it enables is, to your point of the doers coming closer to the thinkers and being encouraged to think more and not staying in a shell where they just think their job is to do rather than think. So they are able to contribute. We have social media platform called IdeaMax, where any of the 250,000 plus employees of TCS could put an idea, and then these ideas get voted up or down by their peers, their colleagues, and we pick ideas which are very popular and get voted up for implementation. Now, a lot of these are ideas to improve customer processes, because these doers, these agents on the floor who are doing the business processes every day are able to see the low-hanging fruits and opportunities that exist in improving a customer's process. And they log those opportunities in IdeaMax, and when some of their other peers and agents see them and find them relevant, they vote them up. So it is spotted very quickly. We have interactions with customers, and we are able to bring that transformation or change for the customer. So this is one step in bridging this gap or converting the doers and actually leveraging the knowledge that they have to have them think and contribute to the entire thinking and innovation process. Many other such interventions we do where we bring people together. We have a program called Propel, where we bring people together and have them brainstorm, take them out of their comfort zones and interact more. So a number of activities that we do to bridge this gap. Are we perfect? Is everybody at the same level of thinking and innovating that we would like them to be? The answer is no. But are we better than some of our competition? Absolutely yes.